Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today we're going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Hachette Partworks release to build the B.III Lancaster bomber. Okay, we're going to be doing stages 47 to 50 today, and I thought I'll just touch on the fact that Hachette did get in touch with me regarding some of the issues with the bay doors for the undercarriage not closing properly. That is being fixed. I think I did mention that in the last video I did as well. We are expecting some new hinges in the next few packs, so keep a lookout for those as well. And also, if any of you have been having problems with the engine spinning, you've got the engine together, you put your motor in, and when you actually put it into the engine, it stops spinning. There is a new procedure in engines 3 and 4 which will hopefully be better at fixing that issue, and I think we can use the techniques for engines 3 and 4 to go back and do engines 1 and 2. If you've glued yours completely together, you want to break the glue, in history or things that I've done in the past is just put that little part in the freezer and glue breaks like that. It's quite simple, but I don't know exactly what the fix is. We're going to see that together. Now, I don't think this is available anymore. I will put the link in the video description, and there's also that QR code on the screen, but check that out. You may be able to get them from other sources as well. But as I said, when we get to those stages, we will work through it together so we can see how we can fix any issues we get at the moment. Now, you will notice for a long time we haven't had this section up. Well, I've bought this section up now because I believe we might need it today, but I don't think there's much to do in today's stages. If you remember in the last pack, we were working on this part here for the rear turret, looking like that. I think we're going to be continuing that today. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. So here's the magazine for stage 47. As you see, here are some of the parts we've got here. I'm not going to name them. We're going to be putting this together just like this. Oh, look at that. Look at the detail parts on here. This is going to be interesting. Okay, so it's looking just like that at the end. And this is the rest of the magazine. So let's open the parts up here. And as you can see here, we have got some really tiny parts there. Going to get my magnifying glasses on here because I'm not going to be able to see them. Okay, so they're going to be going into the square holes we've got just in front of these round ones here. So that one there and that one there. Now they are going to be needing to be glued into place. And Mrs. World of Wayne has bought me a new glue. And this is a really good glue. As a matter of fact, this glue is very similar to the one that I was getting for the range, and this is available from, if you're in the UK, B&M stores. So let me just get this in, and there you go, they're in just like that. Now if you are wondering about this glue, let me just show you what it looks like. As I said, B&M screws in the UK, and it looks just like that. It says Turner and Grey brush on super glue. It's quite thin, quite good stuff, but either this stuff all the stuff that I've been using from Australia are working pretty good for me at the moment. Okay, I've got the rear gunner seat to put in there. Now, it does say to use glue if necessary, so I'm guessing this is going to be a really tight fit. It's not going to need glue. It just clicks into position there. Then I need the oxygen control unit, which looks like this. That's going to be going just into the front here. Directional, so it can only go in one way. And then finally the control handles, which again has a D-shaped pattern, so that can only go in one way as well. Now what we've created in the last pack, we're now going to be putting onto this. So all of these lugs here are going to go into the corresponding holes just here. So I'm going to do a dry fit for this and just see how they fit in. So there you go, that's how that looks there. As you can see, all of the lugs are through the bottom there. I'm going to put the ends into these slots just here. And there you go. That's how that looks. That was quite tough to get in, I have to say. But with that in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So that leads us on to stage 48. Here's the magazine. Now, I don't think there's much to do in this one because, as you can see, we've just got these two ammunition ducts here. We do have a notice saying alteration to on sale dates, and it's just talking about the Christmas Day period and how things are just going to move around to when the next deliveries are going to be, because I do get these from my newsagents, you see. But this is how these are going to go on, looking just like that. And we do get to mount this. This is why I bought the actual fuselage up to the fuselage here. There you go. So let's bring that up so we can just see this area here first. And these are those ducts. Sounds like I'm saying ducks. Duct. D-U-C-T. Duct. I'm going to be putting these into place. So I have got a lug just here. Let's get some glue on that. I've got some lugs just here. Put this into the slot on this side. And it has got a way to go. It is shaped. So it's shaped that way, probably best on the top camera there. And then we've got another little lug just to put in just here. So it's going to look like that. It's going to hold that into position for a second. Once I'm happy with that, do the other side. Now, the ends of these have got little lugs on as well. So I'm just going to put some glue on. And they're just going to be going into the holes just into this section here. So I'm just going to hold that into place just while that sticks. Put a clamp on there, just hold that into place while I do the other side. I'm just going to hold that in there, but with those in, that's all there is to do in that stage. So we actually move away from the rear turret position now, and as you can see, we're going to start working on the tail wheel and tyre now, looking just like this. So quite a quick stage, just putting this together like that. And there's the rest of the magazine. And this is metal, just so you know. Okay, take the wheel. Just seeing if it's got a way round it goes. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to be putting in this rim. It's just going to be going into the inside. Now we might have to warm this tyre up to get this in here. We are. It's really hard. So let me go boil a kettle. There we go. That didn't take long. There's only a small one here. I'm just going to drop that in there using this old Lancaster magazine here. Because if I put this hot surface on my mat, it's going to make my cutting mat warp, which I don't want to do. Because it's tiny, it doesn't need to be in that long at all. That's probably enough, to be honest with you. So then I can just push this in, as you can see. That's in place like that. Then it's just a case of putting through these parts of the hubs. So we're going to put one through this side here and put the other one through this side here and push them together, just like that. Then I just get to put this whole wheel just onto this section here, and I'm going to be holding it in place with this pin. Smooth end and a rough end. Smooth end going in first. Make sure it goes all the way through and out the other side, which is perfect. And then I've got my little hammer here just to knock that into place. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So this is stage 50. We're going to be doing the identification lights here. It looks like it because on this page you're actually putting in which I shan't be naming them, but we're going to be putting these in just like this here. But it doesn't look like we actually get to put these in yet. We'll check that out while we go through this stage. That's interesting. And this is the rest of the magazine. If you're wondering what's coming in stage 51, we got there. It says the cable and spotlight, spotlight holder, ventral turret ring, and screws, looking like that. So we are using these. It's just the fact that we are going to be putting in these as well. So I'm not naming them because YouTube doesn't like me naming things like that. Okay. Okay, I've zoomed up the top camera a little bit because I am going to be putting these into place now. Now it's going to be tricky because I need to actually do this upside down. Now this part of the Lancaster is not actually fitted at the moment, so I can take that off. And when I turn it upside down, I want to make sure I'm not trapping that seat. So I'm just having a look at this because I don't want to break anything. There you go. I could probably get that just about there. That looks good. Right. It's this area here that I'm interested in. So the first connector I've got here, which I'm just straightening out this lead, is connector marked X, looking like that. So these connectors are going to be going through this gap just down the bottom here. They are going to hang over the side here. You do want to have a little bit of give in there. They're going to be going down this section here. And they're going to be trapped under this section just here. And eventually they will be going through there. So that's one in just like that. I'm not going to put it in completely at the moment. I just want to give you an idea where it's going. And then on the other side, we've got V, in the same way that's going to be going here like this. Now to hold these in place just underneath this section, I'm just putting in here, we have got the circuit board that we get from this stage, which looks like that. And I've got some FM screws here. So let's just load up a screwdriver. And I want to put this over this section here with the lights of this facing upwards. Now the most important thing is I'm not pinching any leads. So let's just put one screw in loosely here. And do the same on this side. Now if I haven't got enough give on this way, as you can see, I can still pull these through either side here. So that's that one and that's that one. Because we don't know how much room we need to leave at this end at the moment. Now eventually all of these are going to be going into, I'm guessing, a circuit board. Let's move this down, which is going to be underneath just here. I'm guessing the circuit board's going to be around there and that will plug in. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to be flipping this the right way round, I'm just going to put these in gently where I think they're going to go. And I'll put some tape here and some tape there. Then ever so gently turn this back over. Put this back on the stand there. I'll put the canopy over the top just again. We haven't had to put that in yet, but I'm just putting it on just to protect everything inside here. And with that in, that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now we do have these coloured lenses left over. So as I said, not much to do in that. There was some fiddly bits in there, especially having to flip it over and making sure that you don't break anything. But as you look, that is how it's looking at the moment. Pretty good. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.